Welcome to another game of Quest to Masters. I am Ryan, your host. This is me in the top left-hand corner, the red Protoss, versus Smokem, I believe. I am going to murder every one of these names, and I apologize to everyone that I'm murdering their names, even if I lose to them and I don't like them. But he's the blue Protoss down in the bottom right. Again, we're going to be pulling my vision for this. Let's look at Harvesters. We are equal on Harvesters. A little question out there. Who out there has a PT Cruiser? I got it. I got one because it was really cheap. I still had my Cadillac when I got it. My Cadillac actually just got stolen recently. But I got it because it was a lot better on gas mileage for inner city. And over the last couple of weeks, I've been having problems with it, with pulling a code for a 4-cylinder misfire. So I've gone through all the basic, things, changed the cables, changed the plugs. I've actually changed the plugs twice. Put in a new coil pack. Still, intermittent problem. It's not consistent, which I hate intermittent problems, especially with computers. It just aggravates the pee out of me. But we go through, take it to the dealer, and this is what they tell me. And I'm kind of just sitting there like, what the hell? That is a nice pathing for the probe there. I get a little hyper when I'm sitting there without resources. Not bad timing on the gateway. A little behind in probes. Trying to get my first 100 gas there. Well, it's 50 for the warp technology, but I usually get 100, so I can get 1-1 right away. But anyways, so they tell me that on the PTs, which are technically the engine's a neon motor, and I didn't realize that when I got it, and I probably wouldn't have if I would have known it was a freaking neon. But the problem they've seen is that cylinder 4 will have one of two things happen. Either A, you get a large amount of carbon buildup on the exhaust valves for cylinder 4, which I could see if you had a large amount of miles. When this started happening, I was only at 40,000 miles on this car. I'm now at 50. The second item that they had, that's some serious pathing there. I should have just did patrol instead of that. But, and forage first against cyber, another bad move. But the second item they told me is that can happen is at high RPM on that motor, you can get intermittent contact between the piston and the valve. And anyone that knows anything about engines knows that that's not supposed to happen unless you're over-revving the motor past redline, which you can't do on an automatic. Well, you could. There's no way to do it on a PT Cruiser. But you can't do that on a PT Cruiser, so it shouldn't be doing that unless you've got a factory defect where the valve springs are not strong enough to pull the valves back fast enough. So now at this point they tell me, well, the spark plugs I have in there are probably part of the problem because I'm using Autolite Iridiums because I couldn't get NGK Iridiums for it. And every 4-banger I've ever had, which is not many because I don't like anything below 8 cylinders, I've put NGKs in it. Even my Vet, when I had my Vet, had NGKs in it. That's what I've always run, Iridiums. They're great plugs. Well, I have Autolites in here now because it's the only thing I get. They tell me that the Autolites are part of the problem, that motor, it's too cold of a spark, and that you have to use, for it to run properly, the Champion, which are horrible plugs. The standard copper core Champion plugs, which are $1.50 a piece. So today I've gone out and purchased, set. I'm going to put them in today. I kind of have this feeling it's not going to do a damn thing. But what can I say? Even on Harvesters right now, getting a little too much gas. Should be focusing a little more on minerals. Just finally getting my cyber, which is late again. I am getting weapons 1. Got 2 zealots, 2 Bobs sitting there. Bob. Billy Goat Bob. I'm very interested in watching the probe line and then going back to the gateway. Probe line, gateway, gateway, probe line. Dropping a cannon because I know I'm behind on units, which I wasn't that far behind. He's probably got about 4 or 5 zealots. I'm running one more harvester than him, which is good. Go over and check what he's doing down here. And he's getting a DT shrine, so he's doing a little bit DT rush, which is slightly annoying. I have this feeling for some reason either I epically kill him, which is doubtful, pretty much doubtful, or he destroys me with DTs. I'm thinking it's the latter. I'm not sure, but considering there's only 2 minutes left, I'm thinking it's the latter. Actually, 3 minutes. I can't count. It's a new thing, this whole counting thing. It's something we don't learn in school in Florida, because we have just the best educational system down here, let me tell you. Even in private school, it's not any better. Question to all, and hopefully I'll get some answers on this one. Not a lot of people are answering questions, which is not as much fun because then I don't get interaction. But how many people out there are women or girls, depending on the age, playing Starcraft 2? Because all I have to say is girls that play video games is freaking hot. Just saying. Even if they play horribly, it's still hot. I mean, you could be the girl that sits there on Halo 2 or Halo 3 or Reach, point at the sky, spinning around, shooting at the sky, and it's still hot. I don't know what it is. I guess it's a geek thing. We all have no life. We're antisocial. Little ahead now in units, but behind in harvesters, which is not good, especially with those DT coming. I should have already had my robo out so I could get an observer. Finally getting my natural. Eventually. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe? Holy God, we got it down. And there come the DTs, and I'm just sitting there like, oh, shit. As I lose every freaking probe. That's a lot of DTs. And I quit the game. A little sarcasm there with the DT. This was cast, I believe, number 4 now. I'm losing count. I'm probably going to lose count. I'm probably going to be all screwed up. You'll see the right numbers on them when I post them. Another epic fail. Got some good games coming up, though. Keep watching. Please subscribe, comment, like, answer questions. That's always good. And join me on my blog at ryancarter.info. I'm also on Facebook at Robert Ryan Carter. I believe is what it's under there. There's like 2 old profiles I don't use anymore. I'm on Twitter, too. Google Plus. Google Plus is good. See you guys next time.